Hello. I'm a little behind schedule on Inktober. Not surprising, given what a crazy month this is. Probably won't get to finishing Inktober, but I wanted to put the videos out for the stuff that I have done. And day 5 was map. So let's get into how I made it. This was kind of one of the fun ones. It's odd doing Inktober out of order, and map ended up being one of the ones that I really wasn't feeling inspired by, and then it kind of turned into my favorite one so far. We'll see if I get time to get to the other ones. So this is the material. It's not too complicated. We can kind of go into it here. We'll see the border. What I'm doing is I'm taking the noise texture and I'm offsetting, looks like I have some extra nodes here for fun. I'm doing a displacement with those textures combined. So if we preview this, this is going to be like combining and doing weird things to our UVs. And I'm putting it through a constant bias node, which is apparently doing nothing. It's not even the correct values. But that doesn't seem to matter. Usually you would constant bias it to make sure when you're adding to the UVs, it goes from -1 to 1. Because then you're not shifting your entire texture over. It's going to equally add it, but it doesn't seem like that's affecting this. Or it is affecting it and I just offset it here with another add. Probably is better math to do it that way. But anyway, you can see it very faintly. There's some distortion going on here. So this is the amount of distortion that is happening. If I were to put this at 1, you can see how crazy it is. So 0.1, I'm blending between a normal UV coordinate system and a displaced UV coordinate system. And then it looks like this offset, if I'm guessing, I haven't looked at this in quite a few days. You could say half a month is, yeah, shifting it over 0.5 to have it centered. And then we've got a grid tiling here. So if I undo this, this is basically the grid UVs that are going to tile our lines. That's what that node is doing. And then over here, we have the lerp again to our alphas. And it looks like, again, I haven't looked at this in essentially probably 15 plus days. Looks like we are taking the random UVs. These are the random UVs, and this gives us a random number between 0 and 1. And I am multiplying that with another texture. And it looks like I'm lerping even that between another texture to kind of get these shapes. Now, I probably don't even need an STF box. We could essentially not even need to use the box to create them. So that's what it looks like without it. This is what it looks like with it. It's getting those extra little offsets over here and over there in these other areas because it's taking in this moving texture and applying it. Yeah, I probably don't even need a box. This, in theory, could be done with a by component mask out the green channel, no, the red channel, and step it to, I don't know, 0.5, 0.25 maybe. No. Maybe I do need it. Oh, I think I masked out the wrong channel. Yeah. There we go. That would give you lines. So it doesn't actually need to be a box, but that's how I started drawing this this SDF shape. So I don't know, 0.15 maybe? Gets me a little bit close. It's not exactly the same as the box. because I'm also setting the size here, but you could kind of do that with your mask over there. But something to note if you did want to make it cheaper, performance-wise. So that's what that's doing, and these are drawing the two triangles. It's a symmetry node, so I'm going to draw a single triangle, and I'm doing a bunch of math that then is going to rotate and coordinate and flip up the triangles and position them in the right spot. And the last little bit is our lovely circle, and that is going to mask out where the map is going. And that is that. When you take a look here, that's what this is giving you. And for fun, I decided to make a little font material, kind of copying and pasting a lot of the same stuff here. Yeah, see here I did the just mask out the green channel. This is one of the fun things if you go back to your materials and you realize, oh, that's how I could have optimized it. It's much like a Figma or a Photoshop file, right? As you're designing it, it's really messy, and then you slowly start figuring out what's the better way to do something. So it looks like here I was clever and only masked out the green channel, so it's not drawing a distance sign distance field box here. And then adding just a little bit of edges on the corner to the final color to make it darker, and that will get us the. So that's gonna give, like, you know, on the M, the edges right around here are gonna be your little bit of gradient. And that was day 5, probably done on day, I don't know, 8 or something. It's been interesting doing Inktober out of order. And that was this particular material. Let me know if that was helpful.